guys, Dazanar here. We're up at the Green Indian Mound, just enjoying our little sacred spot that we come to. Flip around and show you the trees again. I just love this spot. And this tree specifically, it's a pretty old tree up at the top of the Indian Mound here. This Indian Mound was used by the chiefs of the tribes that were around here, and ceremonies would take place up here. They would also come here during powerful storms to avoid any and all storm surge and flooding. Really cool sacred place up here. Cub loves it. We come here all the time, and he jumps on the tree, and he wants me to take him up here with me, get the views. How have you guys been doing? Just wanted to put out another video on topics I've been thinking about. Really, personally, on a personal level, I've been trying to quit weed, and I've been trying to quit weed for a while. I go in and out of phases, but I've been actively reducing my consumption for about 3 months now. And kicking it entirely has just been really freaking hard for me. But yeah, things like this are definitely filling the hole that the emptiness, like, of addiction, like this escape to, I don't know, you know, like a relaxation kind of feel. We all do it in many different forms, and I feel for me like cannabis has just gotten way out of control in my life. It's not serving as near as valuable a purpose as when I was younger, and yeah, so been trying to quit and having a tough time doing that. Let me put this little monster down here and pause the video really quick. So yep, been struggling with quitting. It's really hard not to use it at night. I really want to get to a point where I don't have that struggle or harsh craving. It's been difficult, but I'll get around to it. It's something I want to do. Working up to it. Feel a lot of shame. I've been on opiates before, and personally, I felt a lot of shame being on those, because like your mind knows just how bad they are, and you realize, oh wow, you're addicted to these and you can't get off them, and they're not accepted by society either, and you just feel so much shame. I felt so much shame on those, and I'm having a little issue with shame right now, just not being able to like quit. It's just like, I don't know, it's a struggle, but I have to remember to be proud that I am taking the steps to like better myself. And in the meantime, I'm trying to remember to focus more on my spirit and just getting out here and following what does make me happy. And that brings me to another point in life. I've been like applying for crazy amounts of jobs lately, all over like Central Florida, a lot of park ranger positions, mostly park ranger positions, but also for like blind services and all kinds of things. And it's depressing, one, when you don't get a call back and it's been weeks, and two, it's depressing like, do I really want to do that? Like, the idea of a park ranger sounds really cool until you realize you're kind of stuck at the same place every day, you know, pretty much just being a groundskeeper. You're not entirely interacting with the public in most circumstances, though there are park rangers that entirely interact with the public, but they usually require more official experience than I have to be like an educator, even though I could entirely educate anyone about the ecosystems of Florida and the habitat in which I'm maintaining. Like, that's not an issue, but on paper they want to see you have the credentials and work history to back it up. So that sucks. That's really depressing. And just depressing to think how many of us are caught in these kind of careers. And I know a lot of friends that, you know, seem to have decent jobs and sustainable jobs that, you know, they're not in threat of losing, but they're still not making enough. Like, what is this that like we spend all of our earnings, most of us, on rent and food, and have nothing to save away? And there's like writing on the wall that like if you're not able to save away, you're gonna get fucked. We're running out of Social Security too. Like they don't have plans for us. They really don't. They just want us to keep working, want us to keep losing spirit. Like, where is the purpose in a lot of these jobs that we're doing these days? It feels like there is no purpose. It feels like we lost a lot of purpose, and we're losing more as like jobs go away, as we innovate out of needing people to do the jobs. And so even more people will lose purpose as meaningful jobs disappear on top of meaningless jobs. So humans in general are having like this purpose crisis, and it's just going to get worse. And I too am having such a crisis. I would really like to just follow my heart. Like there's things that I can do well that I can share with people, that I could do for people. Like, but how do you market that? How do you market yourself, your real self? How do you market what you actually like to do when it's multiple things? Like me, I'm a dancer. I'm a bit of a tour guide. I'm really good at massages. I'm really good at cleaning up trash and plastic and not complaining, and teaching people about microplastics and the need to clean up. Like, I have these skills, but how the frick do you properly market them? It's just a challenge for me right now, following my heart instead of just following the whims of greed. Because whether we realize it or not, we're all stuck on that path. Like, it's money, you know, like I was talking about in my other video. We've been co-opted, our survival instincts co-opted by greed and money, and I really wish it wasn't so. I really wish we could think of a better way around this, and like latch onto that better way or a different way. But it seems like greed has really gripped most humans, and I'm not exempt from this. I do some greedy shit too. Like who doesn't? But thinking that we need to rely on greed just to survive, and what the greed is being manipulated to do here on planet Earth, like, it's just insane. So I think personally it's better to focus on the spirit, the fire that's inside you, your passions, like not to let go of those for this idea of like exchanging yourself for existence. Like, you're already existing. These jobs we do, you know, like, you're trading your valuable limited time on this planet for a small set of wages that for most people are not going to propel them into a type of situation where they can break away from that line of work. You know, we all get trapped for many years in the work that we do, and we realize that the wage that we're getting paid just isn't working. There's, you know, a section of people that have high paying jobs though, and they can do amazing things, and a lot of people worked hard to get into those positions. My mom is one of those people. She makes bank, and she's worked her ass off her entire Gen X life to get into this position where she makes bank. But she exchanged her entire life for that. Like, she worked as long as I can remember, up until she was sick, and then she went right back into work making big bucks. But like, she's not happy. She wants to be happy, I know, she's told me, but like, there's only so much happy you can be when you're like, I don't know, doing these things, making these money. She's so wealthy, but she thinks she's poor. Like, because of the greed game, you always just need more. She's a multi-millionaire, but she thinks she's poor. Like, what have we done to ourselves? And like, how do we get back in touch with ourselves, with nature? with what's real, the spirit here, like the planet here, not these negative artificial ideas we've strapped to ourselves as a way to make society move in a direction a lot of us don't feel like it should be moving. But I feel like most people aren't happy with the direction society is moving, and that's why there's this dichotomy of right and left in America, in America specifically. It exists elsewhere, but no one's happy. Everyone wants a different direction, and I don't know if we're gonna get that, but no one's really happy. The people that are happy just don't want change. They're comfortable in the little zone that they are in currently, and they don't want change because the system might be working for them at the moment. But we have way too many people like getting ground up by the system, getting lost in it, far left behind. Like, Social Security's gonna run out, right? Like, there's already articles talking about that by the 2030s. Not run out, it's gonna have to get reduced. And it already isn't paying senior citizens the living wages they need to like keep doing the things they do. And it's just scary. Like, a lot of friends I know don't have savings, and I don't have a lot of savings. Like, I have some investments, but a lot of the people I know don't. And they're working hard, they're paying their taxes, they're paying into this Social Security, and whether they realize it or not, they're in a way relying on Social Security to be there for them when they retire, because they're not saving now. And there's nothing on the horizon that's going to enable them to save, because we're all trapped in this like low income work environment. Even people with degrees. I have a degree. It's so hard to like use a degree. Like, unless you have a specific degree in like finance or something, you're going to have a hard time competing with the other 8 billion people on this planet at this point. Like, so many people have 4-year degrees. You need like a master's degree. And even with a master's degree, a lot of these jobs that I'm applying to want like 2 years experience on top of the master's degree. And it's like, whoa. Can we take a break, slow down, and make life a little bit easier for everyone? No, because that means less money gets made. It's just an urge. In my last video, I urge you guys to give back some time, donate some time to your community or to someone, to the planet, to life. And here, this video, I'm asking you to donate time to yourself. Like, break away from the mind prison that we put ourselves in and get out more. Get out more to something like this. Get out more of your own head and into like a real natural space, a natural area that is where you should be. Not like the bar, not like, I don't want to say what you should or shouldn't do, but I see so many people just not taking the time to slow down and see what's right here in front of us. We're just so busy and swept up with maintaining or trying to maintain that what is actually maintaining us is slipping away. And the spirit that resides within that and us is actually losing connection as it slips away. It's like we're so slowly losing our souls to these mind prisons that we've established. We got to get them back. You got to get it back. You got to get your spirit back. You're going to realize you're like 80 years old and you worked for these evil corporations your entire life without, experiencing life for the most part. We're all going to be pretty upset when we're in our hundreds, or some of us, close to our hundreds, and the government ditches people. And it's like, we put in all this work. We're going to abandon us for technology. So that does seem to be the direction. A lot of people are hopeful that we'll just stick around and have technology around us. But This is a planet of competition. And we might get out-competed if we're not careful. And then there is no existence. There is no spirit. Once again, I did not ask you to like, comment, subscribe at the beginning of the video. I always do that at the end. I see people doing that more in the middle or at the beginning of their videos now. Maybe it helps with the likes, I don't know. But I appreciate you guys for watching and listening to me talk about what I feel is troubling a lot of us and we can't break away from. I know for me, going on these hikes or getting out in nature, getting out of the house, you know, getting out of these environments where we're staring at a screen, really helps me to just like balance and be thankful for the time that we are here, that I am here, like thankful for this ocean, this land, this air, the plants that made the air over billions of years. Like, we're just thankful for it because it might be slipping away, you know. It definitely looks like it's slipping away. It definitely looks like we're losing a lot of this. So I'm just thankful for being here while we are here, and I hope that we can, as a whole, as people, try and connect more with spirit again before we lose that connection with it, or lose a part of that connection. I don't know. Appreciate you guys. Peace.